Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best budget cards to buy at each position here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 14,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I'm uploading every single day, tons and tons of MyTEAM content. I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, we're going to talk about 3 or 4 guys at each position that are mostly all Sapphire and below. There are 2 guys who are Rubies who I do want to mention in this video who are not quite as cheap, but for their values are exceptional. But I do think this is hopefully a really helpful video for a lot of y'all who are more budget players, maybe starting MyTEAM for the first time and looking to see what players you should be targeting that are going to give you a really nice base squad. And that's what these types of guys are going to do. So let's start with the point guard position and one of the 2 Rubies. Point guard position is maybe the most important position in the game. And one guy came out yesterday who is a game changer at point guard for a quote unquote budget player. And it's this Baron Davis. Now, Kyrie is free. No money spent players should be able to grind that card out. But Baron Davis, as a 6'3" point guard with 87 defense, 88 offense, 87 offense, 88 defense, he can shoot the ball at a pretty good level. He's got Damian Lillard release. He dunks the ball very well, and he's a great perimeter defender. He's fast. He's a super versatile point guard, handles the ball well, and is a phenomenal option at the point guard position. I understand he's pretty expensive, but I do think he's an amazing option. Another card who I think is really, really good is Legendary Path Brandon Jennings. Love this card. I've talked about him a ton. He's a great offensive point guard. Patty Mills release. Really, really good shooter, can dunk the ball. Defensively, he's terrible, but for 14,000, or I guess he's gone down in price now. So for 13,300 MT, it's pretty good value for a guy like Brandon Jennings, to be honest. World Be Free as well is another really good card. I actually forget which set World Be Free is in. I think he was in no, he's not cooking. He wasn't in a perfect build set. I literally don't remember what set this World Be Free card was in now. Here we go. He was in the Legendary Path Grant Hill. Card's okay. 6'3", he can dunk the ball well. 88 driving dunk, 81 3 ball. He doesn't have any dunking badges, but he's got pretty decent ball handle, although not high enough to timing burst, which is annoying. He's not overly fast. He's not insanely good defensively, but he's an okay budget point guard who can dunk the ball pretty well as well. And then one other guy that I do want to mention is Nick Van Exel. Nick Van Exel himself is not that amazing of his card, but his duo with James Posey makes him really, really good. I don't even know where Nick Van Exel is. I honestly have no idea what promo that card came out in. Was he a Mirage card or something? I literally don't know. I think he might have been in the Mirage set. Yeah, okay, here we go. Nick Van Exel was in the Mirage set. His duo with James Posey makes him absolutely phenomenal. He's okay as a base card, but he becomes a really good offensive point guard, which he already kind of is with decent ball handle and good shooting. He moves well and he's got a great release. He's a phenomenal budget offensive point guard, especially with that duo, which combined is less than 14,000 MT. Moving on to shooting guard, though, one card that I do want to talk about at the shooting guard position that I think is really, really nice, actually came out yesterday, and it's actually free if you want to grind him out, is this Sapphire Eddie Jones. You can buy him for 28 KMT, but I think he's good enough where he should not be paid. You should not be paying that much for that card. He is a much better option that you can get for free. I mean, he's very, very easy to get. I forget exactly how you get him, but I know it's a super simple agenda because I know I already did it on my main account. Let's take a look at what Eddie, it's 3 layups and 2 threes with a shooting guard in the game. That's nothing. It is super easy to get that card, and he is an absolute monster. So shoots the ball well. Has decent size, 84 3 ball, 80 driving dunk, 88 ball handle, and he defends on the perimeter. Even 60 interior isn't that bad. Decent speed, good lateral quickness, pretty well-rounded badges, has gold handles for days and unplockables, some shooting badges, and some defensive badges. Overall, really, really nice budget shooting guard option. Another amazing budget shooting guard that I'm actually a really, really big fan of that came out earlier this week is the sharpshooting Duncan Robinson. He's a monster. 6'7" shooting guard, 88 3 ball, 89 3 ball, 88 offense, 80 driving dunk as well. He shoots and dunks really well. Does he do anything else? No, but his release is phenomenal and he dunks the ball well. He's basically Kyle Korver except a fourth of the price, and a really, really good card in my team. One other guy that I do think is worth mentioning is Wesley Matthews. He came out literally day 1, but he's still a phenomenal budget shooting guard. 3-and-D guy, can shoot the ball well with a very, very fast release. It's super fast and smooth release. Actually, one of the most consistent that I shoot with. I love this card in salary cap. 84 perimeter, 75 speed and excel, 81 lateral quickness. I've used this card a lot in salary cap on my main account, and I think he's a really good option as well. Small forward position really has two main guys you should be targeting. One who came out yesterday, I did gameplay on him. It's Robert Covington, absolutely elite card that came out in this Dunktober set. 3&D monster, definitely a card that is honestly a must buy on my no money spent squad. Will be picking him up for sure. In fact, I'm literally going to buy this card right now with some of the MT that I have because I think he's so good as a 3&D card. But an absolute monster for 7,000 MT, 6'7", shoots the ball really, really well, can dunk okay, but defends really well and versatile. 83 perimeter, 83 interior, 83 lateral quickness, decent enough speed, and excel at 74. He is a great budget small forward option. Really like that card. Another guy who's an awesome budget small forward option coming from... which promo was he in? Summer Standouts was this Jordan Walsh. Jordan Walsh, who is 5.3 KMT right now, also can get him for free. I forget exactly what his challenge is, but I know it's pretty simple. It might be like 25 or 30 points with a Celtics player in a game. But he's 6'7", 80 offense, 85 defense with a 74 3-ball, 80 driving dunk. He shoots the ball well. He defends really well. He's basically very similar to Robert Covington. Both of them have good releases, shoot the ball capably, and defend very, very well with decent athletic ability. This Jordan Walsh is another absolute monster as a budget small forward. There is a third guy if you want another guy at small forward, I guess, another budget small forward. It's this Trevor Ariza, another good 3&D option. I don't think he's as good as either Rocco or Jordan Walsh, and he's more expensive than them. So in my opinion, I probably wouldn't use this card over those two guys, especially since they're better values, but you could use Ariza as well if you want, and he's not a bad option either. Now, I will say budget power forwards are a disappointingly limited right now. There aren't that many great ones. Now, this LaFonso Ellis is really, really nice as a budget power forward, especially when his duo with Robert Pack is activated. Even without the duo, he can hit a wide open 3, 73 ball, 80 driving dunk, and a versatile defender with 80 block, perimeter, and interior, 80 speed and excel, and 82 lateral quickness. His duo gives him gold anchor. He already has it on bronze, though. He's got gold chase downers and pogo stick, silver fast twitch and posterize. He gets Hoff posterizer with the duo, has brick wall and removable enforcer on bronze as well. All that stuff gets promoted with the duo. So the duo makes him a lot better, but he's already a solid budget card. Outside of that, I don't think there are really all that many great options in terms of budget shooting guards. Budget power forwards. This Chuck Person card is decent. He's only like 6'8". He doesn't defend incredibly well, and he's not overly fast, but he has a pretty good release. Does have 78 interior, 80 perimeter, 682 lateral quickness. He's not a bad option. Another guy who's pretty good at power forward. This card's expensive, but Connie Hawkins is a good option. He play makes really, really well, and he's got a nice release, even though he has a low 3-ball. Very athletic and massive player build. Feel like he could definitely play the 4. Decently versatile defender as well. He's not a bad option, but I think for the price, he's kind of expensive. Honestly, with the Nick Van Exel James Posey duo, it makes both of them so nice. That James Posey card is not bad at all with his duo as well. He becomes a really nice shooter. He's already a good shooter, but he becomes even better. Release is a little weird, but it's honestly not hard at all. And he's not a horrible defender either, especially with the duo. Makes him better on the defensive end. He just becomes a better all-around card, just like Nick Van Exel, and he's an option as well. But I do think we could use some better budget power forwards because there really aren't that many super cheap good ones right now. Serge Ibaka at center is easily the best, quote unquote. He's also not budget, but he is the best value center in the game at 63 KMT, just like Baron Davis. These are the two main rubies that I wanted to talk about. They're both so good for their value. 63,000 MT is expensive and definitely more out of budget than most of the other budget cards that I'm talking about, but he's so good. 6'10", 73 3-ball, 85 standing dunk, 90 driving dunk. He can shoot and dunk. He defends really well. 90 block, 87 interior, 84 offensive, and 85 defensive rebounding. 64 speed, 62 excel is not bad for a big. And 62 lateral quickness isn't terrible either. He's got decent speed, plus the ability to shoot and defend and dunk. He's got interior badges that are great on both ends, include Aerial Wizard, Posterizer, Anchor, Chase Downers, Post Lockdown, Pogo Stick, Workhorse, Box Out Beast, Brick Wall, Precision Dunker, and Immovable Enforcer. Has Silver Fast Twitch, Masher, Rise Up, Rebound Chaser, Bronze Claymore as well. Really, really good card at center. He is, again, just like Baron Davis, really worth the price at 63 KMT. So really, really good card. Marcus Camby came out in this cooking collection. He was probably your best true budget center. 16.8K for a guy who's 6'9", which isn't great size. Sorry, that's Elton Brand. Wrong card. He's a Marcus Camby, 6'11". Got a good wingspan. Can hit a wide open 3, I guess, with a 63 3-ball, but his release is really ugly, so I'm not particularly confident with him as a shooter. Dunkering is decent, though. He does have gold anchor. He's got an 87 block, 90 interior, decent enough speed, 75 lateral quickness. Defends on the interior really well and is a good mashing offensive card. He's a good inside. And another good inside that came out yesterday is Sapphire Theo Ratliff, another guy who's just not a bad inside. I mean, he's got decent-ish size at 6'10", not huge, can't shoot the ball really at all, but he's athletic, 92 block, 86 interior, decent speed as well, with 68 speed and excel and a 75 lateral quickness. So again, pretty solid interior card is what you're going to get out of a guy like Theo Ratliff. Does have anchor, pogo stick, rebound chaser, brick wall, immovable enforcer, silver rise up, box out beast, badges like that. Another really solid budget center option. But again, if you can save the MT for a guy like Ibaka, just like with Baron as point guard, it's going to be a different level, I gotta say. And then you can kind of fill in with more budget cards in other spots. So with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully that gives y'all a good picture of guys to target at each position. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.